Hey everybody. Okay, as you can see, I'm in my office, also known as my 5-year-old's bedroom, because my kids are playing video games downstairs and I thought this would be a good place to go where you wouldn't hear all of that. And nobody's going to come in here because once he wakes up in the morning, he never ever goes back into his room. Anyway, I just wanted to jump on here really quick and give you guys a little bit of a rundown on how a Hostess of the Month club works. The idea is to be able to have consistent income with your business. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to have something basically on your calendar automatic every single month for a 6-month period of time. So I can share a ton of graphics on exactly how you can advertise this and how you can promote it to people that you think might be interested. But what I want to talk about in this video is a little bit about that and a little bit about how to actually set it up. So when it comes to getting people who are interested, the best people to talk to are people who have hesitated to host a party for you but seem to order every now and then, and really good customers, and maybe hostesses who hosted in the last 3 months who aren't really ready to host again. Those are going to be the best people to recruit for this sort of thing. The reason that is because they already like 31. Maybe they're hesitating to host because they don't think they're going to get enough orders, or they hosted pretty recently and they don't want to kind of burn out their group. It's also a really good way to show people what selling 31 is like. And I often get at least one recruit from it in the process of the 6-month span. So those are the people you kind of want to pursue. If you're a newbie and you just started out, this is also a really good way to kind of introduce people to 31 and having a party and what that entails, and kind of get them used to the fact that you're going to be doing this thing and that you're really excited about it. And so I think it's also a really good introduction to 31 for people. So, okay, all of that being said, how do you set it up? Well, I like to create a Facebook group and put all of the members in the club in the group. That way I can make specific announcements to them pretty easily. If you have people that join this club that aren't on Facebook, then you just got to create an email that you send out however often in the span of a month to keep everybody in the loop. In terms of setting this up in your virtual office, it's really just a matter of creating a party once a month that says so-and-so's club orders or whatever. Logistically, each member of the club will be assigned 1 month in a 6-month span, and that person will be the hostess for their month. Every member gets a month. All of the other members, including the hostess, will be required to place the minimum of a $35 order every month. If literally everybody in the group only spends $35, you will go just over $200 and qualify for a party. If you have members who spend the $35 and get the monthly special and do anything extra, there's a chance you may be able to relieve your hostess of the responsibility of also placing a regular customer order in addition to placing her hostess order that month. I've never had a hostess have to place the order to get it over 200. I have had hostesses order because they were almost to 300 or order because they wanted the customer special, but it's never been because they've absolutely had to for their given club month. Most members order the monthly special, or they just happen to go just over. So that's one thing. So then once you've collected all of those orders, and you got to set a timeline, you got to set, okay, orders need to be in by the 15th of the month so that we avoid things selling out and changes happening and things like that. Once all of that is sorted out, your hostess just picks out her rewards just like any other hostess, and you close the party. And you automatically have at least $200+ in sales for a 6-month period every single month, which is pretty awesome. So how do you assign months? I usually assign months randomly. But on occasion, I have offered hostesses the option to host a party in conjunction with their particular month, and I'll ask them if they have a preference. Most members of the club, they really don't care what month you assign to them, but if they do want to host a party, they will have a preference. So, for example, if you were going to do one in the fall and you were running it from August to February, your August, September, October, November, December, January, August through January, you might have a hostess that wants to host before the holidays or maybe wants to wait until after. They may have a preference. I'll usually assign those months first and then kind of spread it out after that. I have often had hostesses be interested in doing an online or catalog party in conjunction with their month, and that's a great way to boost the sales in the party. They'll get a little bit more, potentially, from orders that they get. Plus, you might build your client base. You might get some extra bookings. I offer an incentive to club members that host a party. I say that the member of the club who ends up with the highest sales during their month gets an extra thing from me. And I try to make it kind of a big thing. Most of the time I offer $75 worth of product from my stash. So I go through anything I've collected over time from incentives or anything like that, and I put together at least 2 or 3 products that I'm going to give to the winner of that prize. And that can be a really good motivator for people. I've also offered gift certificates, and I've even offered gift certificates through places that are not 31. So, for example, if you've spent a few $100 on 31 over the last 6 months, maybe you want a break. I've offered like a $25 gift card to a store of your choice or something like that. I varied it and then let the winner choose what they like best. So, as for things that I share in my group for my Hostess Club, I like to share the customer specials basically as soon as I know them. These people have committed to like a long-term subscription, if you will. So I don't like for them to have wasted a previous or current order on a future customer special if they have the opportunity to buy that customer special when it's on sale. I think it's kind of a courtesy to them. But I never do that in my VIP group, because if you introduce the customer special before the previous month is over, there's a chance you're going to lose out on some sales from people. With the exception of maybe a few days early, I almost never announce the customer special early. For example, it's July 28th and I haven't announced the August special to anybody. So, just a little thought about how I kind of run my regular business as well. Anyway, I think I've covered most of the basics. If you want to talk about who to reach out to and what to say to them, I'm happy to talk about that, and hopefully this gives you an opportunity to get some consistent sales and keep this crazy thing going, right? All right, thanks everybody, and have a good day.